the woman awoke to find herself lying on a curved surface with an abyss stretching endlessly beneath her feet. Terrified, she scrambled to retreat, but nearly fell right then, so she froze in place, daring not to move. Worse still, her right foot had gone numb. Both hands were bleeding uncontrollably. Once he calmed down, he began surveying his surroundings. He discovered the opposite wall was also a curved surface with no footholds, while both sides were 90-degree walls. At that moment, he felt utterly hopeless. How had he ended up in such a place? Suddenly, an eerie sound came from beneath his feet. The woman was terrified. She had to find a way to escape this place quickly. He looked up toward the ceiling. The distance to the top seemed within reach, so he made a bold decision to flip himself over and climb up. First, he pressed his hands firmly against the wall. Then he pushed off with his left foot, the only one still feeling sensation. But the next second, he gasped for breath in terror, daring not to move an inch. But just then, the sky had already filled with dark clouds. Once it started raining, the wall would become even more slippery. The woman steeled herself, tells herself not to rush, then grits her teeth to wipe the blood clean from her hands. This increases friction against the wall. Immediately after, he tried moving upward again, finally returning to his original position. He continues wiping away the blood, blowing on his palms, repeating the previous action, one step closer to success. But just then, a raindrop fell onto his palm. The rain he dreaded most had finally arrived. Soon the sky unleashed a torrential downpour. Even as he stood still, his body began sliding downward. The woman screamed in terror. Suddenly he remembered the necklace around his neck, so he wrapped the chain around his wrist, loop after loop, then pressed tightly against the wall to increase friction. And so it went on for who knows how long. The camera cuts away. The woman on the curved surface has vanished. So the question arises, did he actually escape or fall into the abyss?